guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be my second part, you can call it, because I have done a video very similar to like this in the past with different products obviously, but you can tell from the title that today I'm going to be talking about some Dot and Key skincare products. I've been trying and testing them out for, I want to say, 4 weeks, some of them a little more than 4 weeks as well. And I'm going to talk about their overnight masks. I have the vitamin C and the hydrating one. I have two of their regular face masks. I have the green one, which is supposed to be like the acne control one, and then I also have the pore decongesting charcoal face mask. And then I have their very popular, like so many of you have asked me to review this, and I'm going to finally review it. It's their Hydro Peel Glow Potion. I also wanted to get the toner, but the toner like literally runs out of stock so quickly that I was not able to get my hands on it, unfortunately. I will try it out eventually when I can get my hands on it. But I did try out the serum, and I'm going to tell you what I feel about this. And last but not the least, I also have their makeup removal balm. So these are the 6 products I'm going to be like reviewing and sharing my thoughts with you in today's video. So yeah, if you're interested to know my thoughts on any of these products, then please keep on watching. Like I mentioned, I have done like one of these videos for Dot and Key in the past as well, which I'm going to leave a link in the description box. I spoke about their moisturizer, a lot of their serums in that video. So if that is what you're interested in, then go and check out the video that I've already done, which is already up on my channel. Obviously, I don't know why I said that. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe before you leave, and also hit on the bell button, which is next to subscribe button, because that way you'll get to know every single time I post a new video, which is 3 times in a week. But now with this long ass intro up there, let's dive right in and get started and talk about all these products. Now I'll start with the makeup removal balm first, because I feel like there's not much to say as such. So the consistency is what I'm going to show you first. It's this, it reminds me a little bit, I want to say, of the Clinique TTDO, because it's definitely like that balmy consistency. I feel like the light is like washing it off a little bit. It's this light green, slightly mintish kind of a color, like you can tell. And the consistency, again, it reminds me of like ETDO, but like, imagine it was like exposed to like sunlight, and like or maybe if it's like a warmer climate, and the waxy consistency kind of like melts a little bit, so it's like not completely solid, not completely liquid, it's like semi-solidish. That is what the consistency of this is. I feel like it might seem like I haven't used much of this, which is also kind of true. I've used it enough to know how I feel about it, but I haven't used it like a lot of times, because I mean, obviously I'm at home, I don't wear makeup every single day, so whenever I do wear makeup, I do use this to take it off as my first step. And I have to say, it gets rid of, I want to say, 98.99% of the makeup, so it does a very good job. You need the tiniest amount, which is also why it looks like I haven't used much. But yeah, you need the smallest amount, also because of this like semi-solid consistency. Like I mentioned, it literally glides on your whole face, and it gets rid of pretty much everything. Waterproof mascara, I can't tell you for waterproof mascara, but like smudge proof eyeliner and stuff, and like eyeliner that lasts a long time, I can tell you for sure that it gets rid of that completely as well. So yeah, I'm super duper impressed with this product. I really like it. I do have to kind of figure out for how long it will last if I use it like on an everyday basis, kind of compare like the value and stuff. But if you were interested in picking up a cleansing balm and you're placing a Dot and Key order any which ways, I would definitely recommend that you get this one, because you will really like it. Moving on, next, let me talk about their overnight masks. I have the Skin Plumping Moisture Infusion Water Sleeping Mask, and then I have the Glow C Sleep Mask, Vitamin C Overnight Radiance Recovery. So basically, this is like the hyaluronic acid sleeping mask, and then this is the Vitamin C sleeping mask. Now, I feel like my overall experience with both of them has been the same, so I will just give you like a combined sort of a review, and then I'll tell you what the main difference is towards the end. Now, these I feel like are great for anyone who wants like an additional layer on top of their moisturizer, but does not want to use a face oil. A lot of times people who have like normal to oily skin feel like, I don't want to use a face oil because it will make my face more oily, or maybe you just don't like the way your face oil feels on your skin for some reason, but you still want to add some like additional like an additional layer of moisturizer on top, and like an additional protective layer, because for some reason maybe your skin is feeling a little dry, a little parched, a little dehydrated. I feel like that is what this product would really be great for. They do say that you're supposed to use this 2 to 3 times in a week, which I agree with. I personally only used it on days where I feel like only my moisturizer step was not enough. Then I would use this. So I did not use it like throughout the month, but again I used it enough to like tell how I feel about them. What I like about them is that again it's like a very nice gel consistency for someone who has normal to combination oily skin. You will really like it. If you have dry skin, I feel like you need something creamy, you need something more nourishing, more moisturizing. So this would probably not be enough. You definitely have to pair a moisturizer with this. I don't think it's an ideal situation to only use this as your nighttime moisturizer. Again, I feel like in a routine it just wouldn't work really great like that. So yeah, I do really like both of them. I feel like it's a nice addition to your collection. It's not a staple essential that everyone needs to have. Talking about how I pair them, I would say the vitamin C one, even though I actually like the scent of this one more. By the way, let me just tell you, I feel like people know this, but when reviewers don't mention this in their reviews, they kind of get mad. All these products have some sort of fragrance to them. The makeup removal balm smells like, I want to say like a jasmine oil or something. So yeah, this reminds me of like it's got like a floral oil ish kind of a smell. The vitamin C sleeping mask, by the way, smells delicious. I wish I could eat it. If this was edible, I would eat it. It smells very citrusy, zesty. I want to say orange. Again, because it has vitamin C, obviously it's going to have like that citrusy kind of a scent to it. This one smells very fresh, a little floral. Yeah, that's what this smells like. So yeah, by the way, the vitamin C one, again, like I was talking about earlier, this one I feel like I have to really decide if or not I can use it, because if I'm using an AHA BHA at night, I would not want to pair this with an AHA BHA, because generally at night I'm using an AHA BHA serum, which is supposed to be more concentrated, more potent, and to be honest, I'm scared to pair a vitamin C with an AHA BHA at night. So that's the reason I will only use this if I am using like a hydrating serum and a moisturizer. I will pair this on top with that, or sometimes if I'm not using a hydrating serum, I'm just washing my face, I'm putting on moisturizer, and then I want like an additional step after that. Only then I feel like I can use this. So I have to be really choosy about when I'm going to use it and when I'm not going to use it. So yeah, that's kind of a tip that I wanted to also mention with the vitamin C one specifically. So I feel like if you want something that you don't have to think about, can I use this, can I not use this, go for the hydrating one, because again, it's hydrating, it's going to work with everything. Even if you use an AHA BHA serum, you can put this on top of that afterwards, so it's not going to be like a problem. So yeah, that way if you're deciding which one you want to buy out of the two, I would say it's easier to incorporate this in a routine, so go for this one over this one. But because I like the scent of this one more, I'm just being very like real and honest with you. And for everyone who's going to tell me once again that you should not use this because it has fragrance, guys, I'm sorry. This is probably not the last time I'm going to say this, but I'm still telling you that fragrance in products does not annoy me. And I feel like because I like the fragrance of these products, I don't have a problem with it. If it was a fragrance that I did not like, I would probably be annoyed by it, and fragrance doesn't react on my skin. So again, I don't have a problem using these products. If you do, then obviously don't use them. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that was that. Moving on next to their face masks, the pore decongesting detoxifying charcoal, and the pollution plus acne defense green clay. Now I'll quickly just talk about the green clay one, because I feel like I've gotten more questions about this one personally, like DMs and stuff like that, and some of you who have acne prone skin have asked me if this one works to get rid of acne, and I would say no. I think I'm pretty sure you can tell, like even though I'm wearing makeup, you can tell I have this like giant pimple over here, which has literally, I don't know why, but it's like stuck to my skin and does not want to leave. I've used every BHA, every serum, every mask, everything that I own in my collection that is anti-acne. I've used all of it, but it just doesn't want to go. It just doesn't want to go. I've used this also like multiple times on it. It just doesn't go. It doesn't go. I do have to say though that I was having a little bit of congestion, and like I felt like under the skin breakouts like around my jawline and stuff like that, and I used this for that, and it tamed it, but it did not completely get rid of it or anything. So for that reason, I have to say that if you are looking for something that is going to supplement and is going to like kind of help you to get rid of acne, then you might want to get this. I personally would not recommend it, at least at this point of time. I'm going to show you how much I've used. I've used this like maybe 4 or 5 times, if you can tell. And I did not think this was something that really helped me. In general, I mean, it supplement, it did not help. So if you are looking for something for acne and you have acne prone skin and stuff, I would suggest go for a BHA, go for any serum, because I feel like serums are more concentrated, and like this is going to be on your skin for like what, 15-20 minutes. A serum is going to be on your skin either throughout the day or maybe overnight. So because it's going to stay on your skin for a longer amount of time, it's going to tend to like work better and it's going to be more potent. So yeah, that was that. Personally would not recommend it. I would still use up the whole thing, and if I feel like in the future my thoughts change on it, I will let you know. As of now, I didn't think it did much, to be honest. Moving on, next to a product which I actually really liked, and I'm really happy that I liked it, is this one. um, I know I'm going to kind of give you a spoiler for like a future video, but I feel like this is what I wanted. The Innisfree Volcanic Clay Mask, the really famous hyped up one that everyone talks about. I wanted this, sorry, I wanted that to be like this. This is literally, okay, first of all, let me tell you, this is only meant if you have normal to combination to oily skin. If you have drier skin, don't get this one, because this is going to dry the shit out of your skin. For me, I do my nighttime skincare routine exactly after I wash my face, like if I'm using a face mask. I will do it right before I'm gonna do my nighttime skincare routine. So I'm gonna put on moisturizer anyway and hydrating serums on anyway. So that's the reason it's not a big issue for me. But accordingly, like look at your routine and think if it's gonna work for you that way or not, because this is definitely a little bit more on the drying side. But this one does such a good job of just cleaning your skin and like detoxifying and decongesting and everything that this says. I think it really does that, which is why I absolutely love it. I want to show you how much I've used. I've definitely used more of this than I have of this. I also multi-mask sometimes. Like this I would only use on like a pimple, and then on my jawline and like my lower part of my face, I don't know what to call it. I will use this only there, whereas this I will really concentrate on my T-zone, so like my nose, my forehead region, and like the rest of my face also. And this one is amazing. This one I would highly recommend. I know I recommend the Tricone one a lot. I'm not sure if the Tricone one is more expensive or this is more expensive. I think this is more expensive. This is 545 for 50 ml, and that is around 600, 500 for I think 100 grams. So I think this is technically more expensive, but then again, go and choose whatever you want to. I like both of them. So yeah, love this stuff. And last but not the least, the product which most of you have been asking me, like, please review this, tell how you feel about it. It is the Dot and Key Hydro Peel Glow Potion 10% AHA, 2% BHA exfoliating serum. Now, first of all, let me tell you that just by reading the name, I feel like you can tell already this is not something that you use on a daily basis. They also have like an outer box packaging that I believe I might have thrown away. I'm not sure, because I would have shown it to you. It clearly mentions on the directions for use that you're supposed to use this only once or twice in a week. I did start by using it 2 times in a week, and then I, kind of reduce the frequency and I started using it once a week. I will also tell you why that was the case. In the start, I used it 2 times in a week because the first 2 times when I used it, it was not super intense. And this is not an intense product whatsoever. Let me also just tell you that. I mean, it's intense for most people, but it's not like my skin doesn't get red or irritated or you know, yeah, I think irritated is the best word. My skin does not like freak out or get irritated or red when I use this. It does not. It maybe tingles a little bit for like 2-3 minutes. By the way, you're supposed to leave this on for like 10 minutes. Okay, let me tell you how to use this first. You wash your face. You put this on like a good layer. It does not need to be like a visible layer because it's like a translucentish color. So make sure you don't use too much. Maybe use like 2-3 drops of it. Massage it all over your face, maybe over your neck if you want to. I sometimes put it like especially around like this region because I feel like I can have a lot of congestion right here again, like I mentioned. So yeah, I do that and then I leave it on for 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes, and I will wash it off at the 11th minute. I will make sure to not like forget and let it stay on for like 15-20 minutes. No, I'm not taking any risk with like a complex product like this. So yeah, I will do that and then I will move on to like applying a toner. I never put at night. So like a hydrating serum and a moisturizer, and then I'm done. I also I can use this after I use this for like soothing, but I would not use the vitamin C one. Even though this I'm washing it off, so it's not like leave on or anything. But I will still just not want to like use a vitamin C. I will just make sure I'm using only hydrating products in my nighttime skincare routine when I do use this. And so first I used it like 2 times in a week and it was fine. Also, just want to mention that the first maybe like 1 or 2 times I was kind of purging a little bit. I'm sorry for that guy who's making noise on the motorcycle. But yeah, I did not have crazy breakouts of purging. I just had a little bit of like bumps and texture and just a little bit of stuff, but not anything crazy. And then eventually I got very much used to it. But the problem is that when you use this, you cannot use any other AHA, BHA toner, face wash, serum, anything in the same routine. Like I will not cleanse my face with a salicylic acid cleanser before I put this on. Not at all. I would not use it the day prior. I would not use it the day after. I will give my skin a lot of time before and after I'm using this, because if I don't, it's basically over exfoliating. If I wash my face or if I use any sort of chemical exfoliation product the previous day and then I use this the next day, I can tell I'm over exfoliating because my skin burns and tingles more than it should. And the same also happens after, like the day I use this, the next day, if I use anything, my skin will again burn a little, tingle a little, and I shouldn't say tingle and burn together. I would say burn, not tingle, because tingling can be like good tingling, which is like just for some time and then you can tell it's working. But like burn is burning. You know you're overdoing it. You know you're doing something wrong. So yeah, keep that in mind. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So I realized that I was not being able to like figure out a good routine. If I use this 2 times in a week, I feel like I cannot use any other chemical exfoliation product. No face wash, no toner, no serum, no nothing. And I was, to be honest, not liking that. So then I moved on to using it once in a week. So the day prior and the day after, again I don't use this, and obviously the day I'm using this I obviously don't use anything else, but the other days throughout the week I can use a toner, I can use a serum. So maybe like 3 or 4 days in a week I'm using my other chemical exfoliation products. 2 days I'm taking a complete break, and then the day I use this I use only this. So I feel like that way I'm able to use all my products as well, and I feel like that way my routine is really balanced. So this I would consider as like a facial again. I don't think the product says facial anywhere, but this is like a chemical facial or like a chemical peel kind of a product that I would only use, like you know how you mask like once a week or like once in 10 days. This is kind of similar to that. I would just use it once in a week. It's not too much to use it twice in a week for me, but I would just say that I would prefer doing it that way. Also, do I think this is a product everyone needs to have? No. Specifically, if you're a beginner, and I know a lot of you are watching me are beginners, Wait. I remember maybe a comment from one of you asking me, you want to get this, and I think she compared it to like the Sugandha BHA maybe. Sugandha BHA is great even for beginners, so that's the reason why I would suggest that over this. This I feel like if you have used chemical exfoliants for like a minimum of like 4 to 6 months, and like um, how you're supposed to use chemical exfoliants, and like and you have good enough knowledge, then you should be using this. It's not a beginner level product. It's maybe like an intermediate or like an advanced level product. Definitely not a beginner level product. So I would suggest to not get this if you are a beginner. Use other products, more basic beginner level products first. Figure out routines, figure out what is working for you, what's not working for you, and then get this. And even if you are someone who's used enough of chemical exfoliation, I feel like it's just easier to use products which are for more like an everyday basis, because you don't have to figure out like a complex routine like this. Sometimes even if you have the knowledge, you don't want to do something so complex, and that is kind of how I feel about this. I definitely see myself like using the whole thing up and enjoying it, but I know this is not an empties review, but honestly I feel like this has made me realize that I don't want to use these like complex, like the Sukara, the baby facial by Drunk Elephant, that like pink colored Akkan with the white bottle, even the ordinary, the red blood, that pale thing. I mean, these are all pretty much like a similar category, right? And I just feel like I'm very happy with my chemical exfoliation toners, my serums, my really basic level, easy products, and I kind of don't gravitate to products like these. I feel like I would not gravitate to these products much anymore. Not saying that I'm never gonna buy anything like this ever again, or I'm not saying I'm never gonna repurchase this, but I'm just saying that you can be happy with your more basic, easy products, because skincare is supposed to be easy. Skincare is not supposed to be complicated where you have to be like, अच्छा आज मैंने ये यूज़ किया तो मैं कल वो नहीं यूज़ कर सकती, ये नहीं यूज़ कर सकती, वो नहीं यूज़ कर सकती. No, I want it to be as easy as possible, even for me and even for you. So yeah, I feel like now I'm just talking and talking and rambling, and the video is 22 minutes long. Some of you are going to be really disappointed by me, but yeah, I just wanted this to be as candid, and especially because so many of you have been asking me this product, and sometimes a particular product is like so hyped and like everyone is talking about it, which is why it creates this mentality in people that you have to buy this. You don't have to buy this. I feel like that is what I mainly wanted to tell you, which is why the video ended up being a little long. I'm really sorry if you're disappointed, but yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful, and you found and like figured out, like you found out what I think about all these products. So yeah, that's it for this video. Again, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for watching. If there is any brand or any product that you want me to try and test out, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe before you leave, and check out my Instagram as well. I'm going to have my handle in the description box. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye. Bye bye.